whenever you call him out, he just says you're a hater and you're just jealous. So anyone who calls him out for being a scammer, his go-to is like, you're just another fucking hater and you're jealous and you all deserve to have a bullet in your head. That's basically what he tells anyone who calls him out.
It is funny watching the troll channels team up. It's like, oh my God, was there really just a collaboration between...
I'm like, let me tell you real quick, Zach. You know? Fuck your numbers. You ain't shit.
Zach, you're a very convincing guy, man, but your numbers are numbers, man. That's all. You don't pick no winning numbers.
Yeah, put in your place, sorry ass motherfucker. Learn your fucking place, scumbag. You ain't the king of shit. You aren't the king of shit. You're the king of lies. Sorry ass fucking bitch is what you are.
You fucking human degenerate.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker.
So one of the guys who is famous in this genre of pointing out that the NFL is rigged is a guy named Zach Hubbard, and he's famous for selling his picks that he sometimes makes. Sometimes he makes a pick, sometimes he claims both teams could win, and then sometimes he lies about which pick he made. And so one of the most famous guys in the whole genre is Zach Hubbard, who sells his picks that he decodes with Gematria. And the list goes on and on of people who've been burned by this guy and trusted him and went on to find out he's nothing more than a scammer. I'm going to show you guys how Zach Hubbard is a scammer, and I'm going to warn you against it. And I think you have a better way to, I think the better way to figure it out is to look where the money is and look at the storylines and the narratives and just logically try and break it down yourself, rather than trusting some sort of magic ritual that you think the elites are going to do. So, for instance, Zach will make a pick for both teams, or he'll not make a pick, but then claim that his pick won. And so a lot of people call him out, and whenever you call him out, he just says you're a hater and you're just jealous. So anyone who calls him out for being a scammer, his go-to is like, you're just another fucking hater and you're jealous and you all deserve to have a bullet in your head.
I mean, literally, these people need a bullet in their head. They really do. Bullet in the fucking head is what these people need.
That's basically what he tells anyone who calls him out. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the type of bullshit that this dude says. And this is a really funny video. All right, so here's Zachary K. Hubbard loses his temper debating Jim Bob and his panel. It's a funny video. So this is from Sports Gematria. He is a channel dedicated to trolling Zach Hubbard 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Sports Gematria. If you ever want to watch the catalog of Zach Hubbard losing picks and being exposed, this is where you go. Okay, so you guys might be wondering what this is. So Zach Hubbard is the guy that claims that he can decode all these games, but he's always getting picks wrong, or he's saying both teams can win. And so he's not rich from betting on his own picks that he decodes. He makes his money selling these picks, where he either changes his pick or lies about his pick or gets the pick wrong. I don't understand how anyone ever fell for this shit and bought this guy's picks to the point where he's able to buy a $500,000 home. So Zach has made hundreds of thousands of dollars selling his Gematria picks, but the fact that he gives out losing picks, or he doesn't even give out a pick, he'll make a case for both sides. I don't understand how this guy ever sold so many damn Patreon memberships to buy a house worth $500,000. So this is what this guy does for a living. You're looking at it. And whenever anyone calls him out, you see the way he acts. It's almost like he enjoys this. Whenever anyone calls him out for being a scammer, he's like, don't you know how much I got right? I don't ever get anything wrong. You're just a stupid hater.
It is funny watching the troll channels team up. It's like, oh my God, was there really just a collaboration between... I didn't want to talk about it, but yeah, it's funny watching all these pathetic losers who've had their asses handed to them by me over the years, how they're all trying to team up and become some kind of power team. It's like, don't you guys know how to do multiplication? Your value is 0, your value is 0, and your value is 0. What's 0 times 0 times 0? It's 0. 3 zeros don't make anything bigger than 0. Again, you can take all my trolls and haters. They're all big zeros. You can multiply them all together, and they don't add up to diddly squat. We got another turd in the world of YouTube trying to take a shot at Gematria. And his name is Jake the Asshole, which is probably the most fitting name for any accountant who's ever tried to take a stab at my work. And Gary Grinberg, also known as Gary the Numbers Guy, is lurking out there. He was trolling today and stalking me into Yeah Right the Matrix's channel. Again, if either of you are out there, let's debate. And again, this guy reminds me of like a flat earther type, a conspiracy theorist type. Just puts out his bullshit opinion out there, makes everybody who's questioning what's going on in the world look stupid, and then tries to denounce the best work in the history of the conspiracy-proving world, which is yours truly. Ego! So Jake the Asshole, if you're out there, call in and debate, you will get put in your place. Gary the Numbers Guy, he tries to pretend that he's not about Gematria, but the funny thing is he makes people sign an NDA and charges them a lot of money to learn about it. And Gary used to call into TFR every Wednesday night in 2016 until he stopped after he got embarrassed for about the 15th straight call where he was wrong and I was right. And today he's lurking while I'm talking to Yeah Right the Matrix, and he starts spamming the chat about how I'm an agent, putting out this false information, and then saying that Donald Trump's the truth. And people like this are a fucking joke. And then to attack my work and nice house, or as I say, nice hat. And by the way, also, before I even play his clip, actually, earlier in this stream, he's complaining. He's been watching my number one troll who likes to cut and edit and take things out of context and slander.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
You know, we just had another good weekend, and he's put up a video about how terrible the weekend was. It's another winning weekend. But anyway, he's been watching that guy's videos too. And again, for some goon like this to get on and say this shit, it's just like, you are a fucking joke, dude. Again, Gary the Numbers Guy, trolling this morning, saying, I'm the agent, Trump's the real deal. Come on and tell me how this is a coincidence, Gary. Here's Gary the Numbers Guy who just can't see through Donald Trump. Again, I know people think this sounds arrogant, but my teachers for all of my life have been telling me that I'm superior to all of my peers. Coaches, teachers. Zach, you're special. Zach, you're different. I've never had anyone like you in my life. That's when you start to realize that you are superior to others. Ego. And then it becomes frustrating when you're so superior that the other people are so fucking dumb that they can never see the obvious, and then they're ridiculing you because they think their intelligence and their Dunning-Kruger effect. Anyway, that's this guy. The reason you don't have a nice house and you're jealous of my life, to be perfectly blunt, is because I'm a superior human being to you, Jake the Asshole, Jake the nobody that nobody needs to hear from. You might have one woman in the world that sends you $50 super chats, but I guarantee you she's a bimbo and a moron too.
Oh!
And Gary the Numbers Guy, you're not too dumb, but you're just a pathetic little wanker who wants to, only share this information so that it financially benefits you. Your only motivation in the game. And then all my moronic trolls will be like, that's your motivation too.
Well, it is.
Shut the fuck up, morons. I was here for 5 years straight every single day and never raised a penny. Have you ever seen anyone do anything like that in your life? No, you haven't. You go out and work every day for five straight fucking years, 10 plus hours a day like I did, pump out 10,000 fucking videos. So I'll tell you what, the top pinned post is for Gary or Jake the Asshole, but if somebody wants to come in and debate for them, again, you can take on Gary's position that Donald Trump is a servant of the people and a good guy. If you want to defend that point of view, try it out. We'll see how many holes I can poke in it. And if you want to take on Jake the Asshole's point of view, you can come on and do that too. Exactly. There is no debate. All of my critics will not debate me. They'll make videos talking to the screen, talking to themselves, acting like they're high and mighty. And what else is annoying is just like losers in this world who'd be nothing without me. Their only claim to fame was copying me and getting some clout off that. It's amazing how losers like Simple Troll and RFG are now coming together to try and attack me. Neither of those guys would have ever had a single subscriber if it wasn't for me. Ego! Every last one of my haters is a pathetic fucking loser who's jealous, who is inferior by a lot. And I don't give a shit who complains about my arrogance. I wouldn't be arrogant if it wasn't true. I wish I had Zach's house. Well, if you weren't a fucking retard, you might.
Here comes the best part.
For the person who says, sports Gematria ruined me numerous times. No, he hasn't ruined me at all. He only proves that he's a fucking loser. Have you seen his face yet? Do you know his name? Does he ever come on to debate? He made a video saying he would not come on to debate because he knew I would just cut him off. And then he was in the stream and I said, I'll give you 10 minutes to just speak the whole time and I won't say a word. And then he had a new excuse for why he wouldn't come on. The guy's a ballless fucking loser that cuts and edits videos and is totally disingenuous. He just put up a video about terrible sports picks. We had another winning weekend.
Bullshit.
All you guys who cry about my personality, again, you don't have to be here. You can exit the room. I'm going to speak facts. Every last person in this world should be grateful for my existence. Ego! And also, the other rant you guys don't like that I do about how the one thing the Illuminati's right about, and which I endorse, is getting rid of the fucking sack of shit losers that populate this earth. This earth is full of lemmings and losers. 90% of them deserve to go. And that's why I'll be sitting back enjoying the myocarditis headlines. Wow. GG33 gang. Maybe it's one of Gary's, maybe somebody that wants to debate on behalf of Gary. You're on.
Yeah, I'll step in. Gary. I mean, he's been right about, he said almost all the Super Bowl picks in the last like 10 years.
That's not true. That's not true. He hasn't hit any Super Bowls.
Twitter right now.
That's not true. Gary, name one Super Bowl Gary's hit, please. He hasn't hit anything. He hasn't hit anything.
His bet slips don't say that. It says another thing. I mean, he's getting like 10K on his bet slips. He posts it.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to have somebody come on here and put out Gary propaganda. Gary is the biggest fraud. Been wrong about everything.
Ironic.
Here's a warning for Gary, the numbers guy. Here, Gary just turned 45. So again, Gary just turned 45. Gary, a pretty nice payout in a death pool this year. Will we be covering a Gary Greenberg obituary this year? Hopefully not. You know, I wouldn't wish it on him, even though he is a loser. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but.
See, these two, man. Come on, man. You know why they're laughing? Come on, man. Because they
wouldn't wish death on anybody. But, and I'm not wrong to say people should go jump in a bathtub and get out the fucking razor blades. Fucking die, you fucking shit. Wouldn't wish death on anybody. But if all you can do is get up and harass that person every day, I think you should kill yourself. In fact, not only do I think that, I think it would be right if somebody found out where you were, doxed you, and killed your ass. I think that would be more than deserved. Wouldn't wish death on anybody. But people are fucking retarded. And they need to be cleansed from the earth. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but I'd give you the same recommendation. Suicide, loser. Suicide. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but razor blades in the bathtub. That's the solution for you. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but losers like you need a bullet in the head. And I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but fucking people need to go in the dirt. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but there's a lot of people that belong in a fucking wood chipper. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but look in the mirror, trolls, and think about suicide, because I really think you should. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but bullet in the fucking head is what these people need. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but I would love to read about these people's obituaries. I'd be making videos about how the world just got better each time. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but
he's a lying motherfucker.
But, you know, Gary is a nice payout, and it would fit in with his numerology teachings, you know. Death pools involve numerology. Gary's a 55-to-1 payout this year.
It's super simple. I'm going to take the points with Seattle plus 10 points in this early game. In the afternoon game today, I like Jacksonville plus 2. In tomorrow's games, I like the Dolphins plus 14. In the Vikings and Giants game, I do like Minnesota to cover the 3-point spread. You might even buy it down to 2.5 if you want, but I feel like Minnesota covers this game. I like Baltimore with the points. 8.5 points. I like Baltimore here. And I also like Dallas to cover. So as you can see, I went 4-2 with my wild card playoff picks last weekend, and this is picking against the spread, which is way more difficult than just picking money line winners. And I also didn't use any sort of gematria while making my picks. No gematria whatsoever, and my picks are very clear and concise and easy to understand. Nobody can ever accuse me of making a case for both sides, or not making a pick, or changing my pick, like somebody we know. All right, I like the Bills to beat the Dolphins. I like the Bengals to beat the Ravens. I like the Jaguars to beat the Chargers. So over in the NFC, I like the 49ers to win. Like I said, this isn't who I think is going to cover the spread. This is who I think is going to win only. All right, and I like the Vikings to win. I like the Cowboys to win. So as you can see, I went 5-1 picking these games straight up, with my only loss being that Vikings pick. Now, let's compare my picks to Zachary Hubbard's picks.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker.
So as you can see, Zachary K. Hubbard went 4-2 with his picks, but he didn't make picks against the spread. He only picked moneyline favorites for the most part. Big moneyline favorites that don't really pay jack squat if you bet on them. So if you were to bet $100 on every one of Zachary K. Hubbard's picks from this last weekend, you would have lost money going 4-2. That's because he doesn't make any picks against the spread. He doesn't pick against the spread because it's a lot more difficult and he's a chicken shit. And he doesn't want to get a bunch of picks wrong and expose that his gematria is bullshit, so he picks a bunch of big money line favorites like the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, bro, anyone can pick the Buffalo Bills to beat the Dolphins. The real winners take the Dolphins with the points. The real winners took the Ravens with the points. Hey, Zachary K., why are you so cowardly that you won't pick against the spread? Why don't you start pulling some numbers out of your ass and pick against the spread like a real sports bettor does? Tell me who I've attacked in the community.
You attacked a lot of people.
So give me an example. I can't think of one person I've attacked in the community.
Anyway, I'm really pissed off with decoding with Cody, man, because he seems like he likes Trump, and I be listening to him, and they be putting in stuff, comments about loving Trump, and he be loving it, and I don't understand that.
Well, here's all I'm going to say about that guy. I think he makes Gematria look bad. He's putting out a lot of false predictions. His stuff's kind of goofy. I'm not a fan of that guy, to be perfectly honest.
What's up with this Gematria stuff? Is it real?
Obviously, it's real, isn't it?
I don't know. You tell me. So what do they do? Do they just, line all these events up? What's the point?
Kabbalah.
Is it fake? Is it fake? Is it real? What's really going on? Are these people really getting killed? Are people getting sacrificed? What's going on? What's really the point?
Seems like they're obviously getting sacrificed. We just had somebody call in yesterday that's a family member of a former basketball player who died by the code. Catholic high school out of Philly.
Okay, but what is the point of all this? Like, what is their accomplishment?
For people who don't know, here, I'll answer your question. For people who don't know, stop talking. Stop talking if you have a question. If you ask a question, you need to shut the fuck up so I can answer, right? Okay.
Well, speed up, talk faster, think faster.
Listen, look at this fucking idiots. Troll, right? Okay.
Answer the question.
Shut the fuck up, sorry-ass motherfucker. It gets so annoying, these trolls, you guys. Just calling over and over on no caller ID and then just dumb fucking trolls call in. Again, I don't think we're ever going to win the battle online, you guys. The censorship and the trolls own the online. Again, for all of you guys who think that nothing can be done and the world's just going to be evil and you're just going to do your best, I really think that I think if that's your position and your take on life, I really do mean this. Some people might be offended by this and think this is wrong, but I really do think if you believe that that's true, that we're fucked and nothing can be done and we've already lost and you're just doing your best and just looking out for yourself, I really think the best thing you could do for the world, honestly, is commit suicide. And I don't mean that as a joke or an insult. I mean that as a serious thing. The only way we're going to command the outside is with more resources, so...
Money. It's always about the money.
Just need to call out a liar and a fraud, Jake the asshole, who just made a video blatantly lying about me. And again, in his own video, you can see that he's lying. He said, I don't make picks against the spread, but funny enough, I took the 49ers to cover the spread this weekend. And
You fucking believe this shit?
He's showing my notes right on the screen. You can see 49ers are 11-6 ATS, 7-2 at home. And then right next to it, Seattle 82, like we talked about in the stream. If the Niners covered the spread, they would become 8-2 at home ATS, which is where the payout was, which is exactly what happened. Again, in the NFL, not my greatest weekend. We went 4-2, which is a winning week. Again, learn how to do math. Again, in the NFL, not my greatest weekend. We went 4-2, which is a winning week. Stop acting like a tard or get back on the short bus and get the fuck out of here. Jake the asshole. You're watching a troll who cuts up and slanders me.
What a crock of shit.
Again, you're listening to a troll and a slanderer. Come debate, and we'll see who's better at picking sports games. So don't lie about me. Show that you're not a pussy, and let's debate. Again, I had a stream going. You could have called in. You didn't, but then you upload some bullshit video making a false claim, and then in your own video, shows the clip right there with the information for why the Niners had the narrative to cover the spread. If the 49ers did cover the spread, which is the only place the value is, the one thing that could go there in their favor is they could become 8-2 at home. ATS. But I'd feel better about that if there was something lining up on both sides. So, anyhow. And then here you are, mouthing off about the end of the video about Zach doesn't call things against the spread. That's because you're listening to a troll and a liar, and you're too dumb to read the notes that are right there on the screen. But I'd feel better about that if there was something lining up on both sides. So, anyhow. You're too dumb to read the notes that are right there on the screen.
Liar. Liar. Deceiver. Liar. Deceiver. Fraud.
We all got a number on us. Like, everything is tracked. Everything we do every day in our own life.
You got the number guy right below you, bro.
What numbers are we talking about?
After the fact.
What numbers are we talking about?
Right? I'm just saying.
You know?
That's what I meant. See, Tabari, these are the trolls. They're the same people who harass my community all day and come in and talk shit. You just heard exactly what I said. After the fact, Zach. That's a troll talking point. And look at who my trolls are. You literally look like you just woke up from your meth lab. Did you just get up from the meth nap? I mean, look at this fucking guy. Tabari, why are you even entertaining
No,
fucking one guy who's on faceless. This guy's fucking homeless. Whose house did you break into right now, meth addict? But these are the same fucking trolls who, I mean, you can just see they come on here. You know what a pogo is? Shut the fuck up, man. Like, we don't know that you are infiltrated by all kinds of skills. And all the fucking bums like you on here.
I mean, the thing
I'm
about
not
it is,
worthless fucking
I just came on to support. Yeah, right.
God,
Man. Yeah,
damn,
right.
look at
Don't
this
mean no
fucking
harm.
guy.
Man. Yeah, right. Loves everyone, and he just all those networks have been here since 2012.
tell him.
They're a bunch
He's
of
been around.
degenerates.
I forgot.
Yeah,
Sheriff
right.
Ben-
Like
he been
likes
like,
people
he been
in a
around.
different kind of
He
a
been
way.
around for a long
There
time.
are all kinds of degenerate people on YouTube.
Did you tell he's a troll, Tabari? Like, I was like, why do you even bring these trolls on here? These are the same people that sit on my page.
No. I brought him on here because he was arguing with people. I'm like,
let me
go
check
tell
you
us.
real quick, Zach.
You know?
Fuck your numbers. You ain't shit. Okay, and I've been rocking with the Matrix for a long time.
Dude, take a look at your fucking face, dude.
So
your face speaks for your existence.
You break in and old meth addict and all this extra, okay?
Yeah,
I've
take a
been
look at
around
your
these
face,
parts for a
man.
long
You
time.
look like a
How can you
fucking
say
mess.
I've
fuck
been
your
around these parts
numbers?
for a
They're
long
not
time
his
too, and if
numbers.
you ain't got a problem with the pogos, then apparently you're
How
rocking
can you
with.
say fuck his numbers?
That's
They're not his
Pogos.
numbers.
I mean, listen to these fucking idiots talking
Like
shit to me.
they created a fucking
You want
name.
to call me a troll, bro? I'm anything but a troll. I just
You
don't
are a
got
troll.
my rings because I got torn.
You
wanna
are a
talk about it?
troll. After the
I'm a
fact,
troll.
Zach, hey,
You are a
anybody
troll
calling
if
me
you say
after the fact,
after the
Zach,
fact.
is clearly a fucking
That's
troll.
you. That's you.
Zach, you've
You
been on
are
YouTube
after
a
the
long
fact,
time.
Zach.
You
I
obviously
know
have
you from
people that
Jurassic,
agree with you and
bro.
don't agree with
Jurassic
you.
Park,
You know?
26.
I can't hear you
can
talking.
see. I like
I
the
can't hear
guy's
you talking.
hair.
All
I
right,
like
Goblin.
the guy's
Goblin. All
beard.
right, hold on. Wait, let's get some
You're not
order.
gonna get anywhere insulting a
Let's get some.
person and
Let's
then
get
and then
some.
calling
Hold on.
him a troll.
Let's
Obviously, he
listen.
doesn't
Dude,
like
I'm not
a
trying to
certain
get anywhere
part
with
of
this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Who cares if this guy's not here? Fucking
I
meth
care.
tobacco. These people aren't doing anything for the
including
world.
Because this is how we get lost in our emotions and thoughts.
They're trolls. They're not talking about anything. They're talking bullshit.
They're talking about all kinds
So, Goblin,
of
back
shit
up.
that doesn't include your past numbers that
Okay,
ain't
listen.
doing nothing
Wait.
for the narrative.
See, Goblin. See how you can't control your emotions? You're talking to me, and you're supposed to have the ability to say, I'm talking to you. You know, Zach, hold on. I'll
Because
answer
this
that later.
clown below you is calling people trolls when I'm on the same side as him. He's a clown.
How is he a clown?
I got your back while you're calling me a meth addict. You clown.
You don't have my back. You were just I was quiet. You started talking shit. Tabari, I don't even know why you're entertaining these trolls. It's the only reason I came on here. These
Zach,
people that
don't
sit here
talk
and troll
shit.
all
The
day
guy
and talk
trying to
shit and
come to a
start fights
reasonable
over
point,
nothing.
and
Well,
you're back to talk shit.
hold on, wait. To be fair, Goblin, he's been rocking out with me for a long time.
I'm talking about Goblin. I'm talking about the other guy you already kicked out.
The other guy. Exactly.
No,
The other
Snaps
guy.
is pissed off for a good reason. A lot of the channels, this YouTube thing has been going on for 15 years. There's degenerates here that are infiltrated with all these people that have good ideas, and randomly they work together as a criminal bunch of human degenerates. That's the way it is.
Well, yeah,
Everyone
we know
has
that.
to know that. That's all. As a
Motherfuckers are
gaggle,
dropping dead.
YouTubers and pogues are not really that great an environment for children. Anyone under 18 shouldn't even be on YouTube with any of these people, whether they work for the government or they're working for Google, man. And not everybody that's a YouTuber.
Hold on. Why should no one under 18 be on the web? That's how America grows up to be so ignorant, because they're so censored and they have no exposure to life and they're so naive. I'd say
then they're exposed to
my parents exposed me to everything by the time I was like 7 years old.
Some people are very convincing, and children need to be protected from them. Okay, that's why. Zach, you're a very convincing guy, man, but your numbers are numbers, man. That's all.
Oh boy, here we go.
You don't sell.
Who is this? Who are these people you have on here, Tabari? Your numbers are numbers. That's
Zach,
all. I think a lot of young people can benefit from the information I'm putting out.
You don't pick no winning numbers.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I don't pick winning numbers.
You don't pick no winning. Your numerology
That ain't got nothing to
shit
do with it.
ain't no fucking
Who are these
gambling.
sorry ass fucking losers you have on here, Tabari? Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
I didn't even go through it. I mean, it's just a joke to just say
Zach,
what you
know
say.
who I am, Zach?
You're
James,
a fucking
man.
loser who doesn't know what he's talking about. You're talking out of your ass, putting bullshit out there.
But
Who
you're
are these
talking out
fucking
of
Why are
your
you
mouth.
saying
Tabari?
I'm a loser?
Hey,
Why even
Zach,
entertain these
that's not
fucking
his
scumbags?
number.
You know what these sorry ass motherfuckers remind me about? why it might not be worth it to work for the average American because it's a nation full of fucking ungrateful losers. Chinada 3. Hey, maybe you should sign up for the Patreon and look at what game I said was Lock City yesterday. Pelicans, who had good value. Lock City.
No interest.
Problem life comes
You
on
do you.
after the fact. How many things have you guys called before they happen? From mass shootings to elections to sports games to news stories? I mean, I've been doing it for a decade.
Well, listen.
Listen.
Hold on, wait. Listen.
Wait,
Wait, hold on.
It's been selling ass trip for a
You're
decade,
entertaining to
bro.
remind me of why it's not. I mean, hey, you guys, for all the people out there who work on behalf of America, maybe work on more on behalf of yourselves.
What are you talking
I've been in my
about?
life
You work
trying to help
for
on a
Google.
society
You
of
work
fucking
on
losers.
YouTube, Zach. Shut the fuck up. You're not
I'm
a
not gonna
fucking
shut the
hero.
fuck up, you little
You're
bitch
not
ass
saving
talking about
nobody,
bullshit.
motherfucker.
18-year-old
You
should know
are the reason
you're
kids
talking
need
about
to be
exactly how they
protected
want
off
people to be.
YouTube,
Ignorant.
motherfucker.
Don't
You
try to
tell
talk
people
tough.
that you're
Don't
going to
try
give
to
them a
talk
winning
tough.
number.
Don't try
What
to
if
talk
they
tough.
invest their rent in your fucking bullshit numbers?
Wait,
You know, how many people in my community have rescored
They're
themselves?
not his numbers, though. They're not his
I'll be in the
numbers.
chat
I'm not
room.
understanding why y'all say that.
I'm not.
Like,
Barry,
the
I gotta
code
get out of
was
here though.
around
I'll let
before
Ocho
that.
talk, but you shouldn't be
Who y'all
entertaining
talking
black ass
let
fucking
Ocho go.
trolls.
I don't have a problem with
He's not selling me no
Gematria. I don't
tickets.
have a problem with no groups. I have a problem with the groups that are selling the winning tickets. That's all, man. And children and people of lesser intelligence need to be protected from people that are as convincing as Zach. That's all.
We know, but listen, you
Zach
gotta
makes his
have discernment.
living
You
on
gotta have
YouTube.
good
He's not
discernment to
saving
know
the world.
who to let.
Let me just say one thing, out of just respect. Sheriff Chinita 3. He been around for a long time. He's an OG, so he knows a lot. He been around for a long time. Whatever. If him and Zach got a beef, that ain't got nothing to do with me and Zach or him and Zach. I mean, he ain't a troll. You know, he understands a lot of things. I don't agree with everything. You know, I do agree with kids should be the farthest thing away from the internet, and you know.
Agreed.
That resides within us. We can't control other kids being on the fucking internet. That comes from their upbringing. But I do agree.
There was 100% profits on
Hold
the
on,
things
wait.
you were
For the
doing.
love,
You would just go off and you'd make money on your gambling, and you wouldn't do no promoting of Gematria. It would be something that gave you a great benefit. But you're speaking about it. Maybe it does give you all these
but think about it. It's like
insightful
this. Check this out.
chances
But think about
in
this.
making decisions. I just don't agree with the gambling part. When you're telling people
right,
that
and listen,
mesmerized by the screen,
that's your
that
right.
You got the winning combination, and they lose their rent. That's where I have a problem. I
want to move away from the troll shit. That shit, I don't care about troll shit. They're gonna be they just came on here. I mean,
You got one on here right now, though, Jabari. You got a troll in the room right now. He's still on the screen.
Oh
this
no,
dude is a total troll. You can't see that? He might talk calmly.
He's not. He's not. No. He's been around a long time. Like he's been around for a long time.
Well, what's he do for the truth community? What's he do for the truth community besides downplay the truth?
Well, I mean, I remember when
I was the king of the truth community before I put it to rest in 2017.
Okay, you were the king of the truth community. Tell what you brought to the table.
Wait. One thing I could say that he did do is he had the Monograph was doing a lot of shit. He exposed a lot of things with Monograph, a lot of things, and a couple
Monograph, the same guy who threatened me for Christmas Eve the day the car crashed through my house.
Yeah,
that
same
guy. Monograph.
That guy, yep.
And so doesn't that make sense? The same guy who threatened me for Christmas Eve that the car ended up crashing through my house later, this guy's associated. This guy's a creeper, Jabari. This guy's a creeper, just like Monograph's a creeper. But hold on, this clown is just talking nothing but shit. Okay, here, let's just go through just baseball. Spring training, 111th World Series, said Mets would be in the World Series. What did that pay for them to win the pennant? It paid 40-1. So imagine you put $1,000 down on that. There's $40,000 you made off the port. Guaranteed the next year the Cubs would win the World Series. That paid 5-1. Imagine you took your $40,000 that you win the year before and bet that. Now you got $200,000.
You know why he's going back 10 years from now? Because that's when he was really good. Think about it. He's going back in time. 2015, I did this. 2016, I did that. First of all, we in 2022.
Look how you grin like a fucking scumbag piece of shit. 115th World Series on September 27th. Said why it looked like the Nationals beat the Astros.
Bro, you fucking degenerate. What is your problem, man? Who the fuck
hold on, man.
World Series in February. Before spring training even started, said why the Dodgers would win the World Series. They did. 117th World Series. Gave you 4 teams to win the World Series. The Nationals, or excuse me, the Braves were one of those 4 teams. They paid 20 to 1. They won. 118th World Series. We had 2 teams for the National League, Dodgers or Phillies. Phillies paid 20 to 1.
Shut the fuck up with your
Why do I need to shut the fuck up? I'm nailing it. I'm just going through baseball. These are all futures we nailed. You're saying I can't call shit? That's just baseball, sorry ass motherfucker. You're a fucking scumbag piece of shit. And tomorrow you gotta stop entertaining trolls like this. If this guy rolls with monographs, you should already know better.
You're a human degenerate,
sorry ass
man.
motherfucker.
So
You're
is
about to
monograph,
up the squirrel on my doorstep. Yeah, you should come knocked on the door while I was there, bitch. Could have got laid out. Yeah, fuck you. Keep smoking cigarettes, faggot.
Good.
Yeah, you won't be here for much longer. Keep smoking those cancer sticks.
Like that in
sorry ass
all right, hold on. All right, okay. All right.
You just got put in your place, sorry ass motherfucker. Learn your fucking place, scumbag. You ain't the king of shit. You aren't the king of shit. You're the king of lies. Sorry ass fucking bitch is what you are.
You fucking human degenerate.
Next time, knock on my door, faggot, instead of laying the squirrel on the step, okay? Knock on the door, pussy. Knock on the door and let me know you're laying the dead squirrel there.
I don't think you look like you're fucking wasting away with
wait. I don't think he put the he was against the whole monograph thing. So I don't think he was conspiring with monographs. Get that straight.
And I get tired of these fucking losers coming on here. After
you
the
are
fact,
delusional,
shut the fuck up, sorry ass motherfucker. Show me anybody who called more shit before it happened. Show me anyone who called more before it happened. Put another cancer stick in your mouth. Wither away and get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get tired of these sorry ass fucking faggots talking shit. You shouldn't be talking shit about me. Yeah. No, actually, I'm talking facts. You came on here and talked bullshit. I say this is the code they use to rig the fucking sports game, the elections, the news, and I prove it every fucking day.
You fucking human degenerate. It's a good
that's
thing
you.
You're not
That's you. Put another cancer stick in your mouth.
You're a fucking scumbag, man.
No, you're a scumbag. You're a scumbag.
You got on here and all you did was insult me. Since
I did insult you because you're a sorry ass fucking bitch. That's why I insulted your sorry motherfucking ass. I came on here and spoke facts. We did the baseball. We did the NFL and NBA and college. Did we get into how we just nailed the World Cup? Hey, did you just help somebody change their life and get $40,000 off the World Cup? You didn't.
Scumbag, man. You're a fucking degenerate. Shut the fuck up. Let's talk about something.
No, I'm a guy who brought life-changing knowledge to some shit.
All right, let's talk about something else. Boom.
Hey, you think this guy, if he goes to Oklahoma City, anybody's going to show up? New York, anybody's going to show up? Nobody's going to show up. They're going to say, who's that sorry-ass fucking bum over there with a cancer stick in his mouth? That's all they're going to say.
Too far. Misunderstandings.
It wasn't a misunderstanding. He got on here and said deliberate lies to Bari. All he did was lie. All he did was lie. One lie after the next.
It's a misunderstanding. That's what I'm saying.
Not a misunderstanding. That's lying. 5 years I worked every fucking day and helped people make a lot of money and never charged a dime for anything. Everything was free. Yeah, look, schmuck grin. Back to the schmuck grin.
Calling me that. Goddamn, calling me. But
next subject, bitch boy.
Yeah, come knock on my door next time with the squirrel.
Oh man.
Nobody's going to your house, you fucking degenerate.
I'm sure it was just a coincidence that Monograph tells a story about me and a dead squirrel, and there's a dead squirrel on the doorstep the next day. I'm sure that was just a coincidence right after the car crash through the house.
No, because people hate you because you're a fucking human degenerate. Look at how you talk to people. Next subject.
Yeah, I talk to people the way they deserve to be talked to.
Sure, Jan.
Again, you got morons like this coming up here like, oh, well, Zach's lying about sports. Why don't you read the feedback from people who've been like, damn, Zach, I've only been here for a week. I'm already up from 50 to 2,500. There's a lot of feedback like that.
You're talking about the good stuff, right? Which is great. What I realize, if it's not praising you, then it's bullshit, right?
You got some moron like
this.
Look,
I'm sorry you're getting trolled.
I'm not even talking shit.
I have nothing to do with you being trolled. I'm sorry to hear you're getting
You came
trolled.
on here and trolled
I
today.
want no part
All you
of
did
that
was
type
say was
of
lies.
You're very toxic, man. I don't want to argue with
Fuck
you. I
you,
just came
man.
to support.
I'm not toxic. I just call out sorry-ass motherfuckers. A sorry-ass motherfucker who lies and slanders a good man who does good work is toxic. Don't tell me about who's toxic. You're a fucking scumbag. Tell me where your false opinions about my work came from.
Shut the fuck up, you
Fuck
fucking
you, sorry-ass
degenerate.
bitch. See, if you and I were in person, this is exactly how I talk to you. This isn't how I talk to everybody, but it's how I talk to a sorry-ass motherfucker. If you're going to come up and lie about me, I'm going to call you out exactly how it is.
Degenerate.
You can't back up your point because you're a lying scumbag.
You can't talk to people the way you
I'll
talk
just be
to
quiet.
me in
You
real
can't
life.
support your opinion that was
You
all
get
lies.
up on the internet and start talking tough. Shut the fuck up, man.
I talk just like
here
you
to
in person.
support. Yeah, right. That's it, man. I'm not here to troll you, man. You keep trying to draw me back in.
You did.
Man. Move on.
All right,
man.
let's leave. Okay, look, let's leave it at that. He's not trying to troll you, Zach. Just
No, you did troll me.
We
I'm not gonna
were
accept
good.
that.
We were good. We were good, and he was listening, and we were good.
By the way, just whoever Goblin is in the chat, I don't even know who you are, but that's how sensitive people are. You're saying I'm talking bad about him. I don't even know who you are. I've never said anything about you. You're nobody to me. I haven't said nothing to you.
He was the one that was on the screen. But see, the snafu guy. I mean,
He's the guy you called a meth head.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, the drunk guy who did look like a meth head. Okay. Yeah, I did talk shit to you. And why did I talk shit to that sorry-ass motherfucker? Because I wasn't even saying anything. He's like, oh, after the fact, Zach's on here.
Man,
I mean, you know how much of a fucking scumbag you got to be to call me after the fact?
If
Show me
people
anyone
don't
in the
like
history
you,
of the world
Zach,
who's
it's not
predicted more
because of
correctly
the
than I have. Show me
numbers,
one person.
Zach. Do your own numbers, man. If you're having
Do your
problem
own
with
numbers. Yeah, when I
people,
came on here, you're like,
it's
Zach, your
not the
numbers
numbers,
don't mean
man, that they
anything.
don't like.
Your numbers
Zach,
don't mean anything, Zach. That's what you
it's
said.
not
My
the
numbers don't mean
numbers that
anything. First of all, they're
people
not my
don't like.
numbers, and they've
It's
proven a
not
lot.
the gematria, Zach. It's you. You're a toxic motherfucker, buddy.
No. Scumbags don't like me. Sorry-ass motherfuckers don't like me. Trust me, I know the effect I have on people for all my life. Just like when I was in college. When I was in college, the only person alive on the campus that could see through 9/11, everybody thought I was the bad guy for calling it out.
Zach, once you get divorced, man,
who are caught in
you
their
are
feelings and
alone
lies
for
and
the rest
deception.
of your
I make
life,
their
man.
butt hurt
Shut
like you.
the fuck up, man. You sound like you fucking love
All right,
yourself
guys.
more than your fucking mother.
Out of control, I mean, you're gonna go back and forth. I just
Well,
want to
listen,
bring
he
it up.
hasn't brought any facts, right? All that guy's talked about up in the corner, smoking away, is one lie after the next. I asked him a simple question, couldn't answer it. Where did all your false opinions about me come from?
Look, man, get over it, buddy. A lot of people don't like you. It's not the numbers.
Here's me, who sacrificed everything to put out knowledge to try and help improve the state of the world, and it brought a bunch of people like the loser up in the corner, So, ungrateful, sorry-ass motherfuckers. That's what this country's full of. And shout out to everybody who's not one of them, but those people are few and far between. So.
Zach, you're just a YouTuber. You're not saving anyone, man. And you're
just a YouTuber. What does that even mean, dumbass?
You're toxic when you talk to people. Look at you calling people.
I talk to sorry-ass motherfuckers the way they should be talked to.
You're just a YouTuber.
Would I be talking to you the way I am if you could back up one of the lies? Where did all of your false opinions come about me? You said a lot of false statements about me. Where did they come from?
YouTuber, and your second biggest problem is you're toxic, bro.
You can't back up a single point that you're saying.
No, but you watch the video and you'll see about the toxic part.
Yeah, no, I know it doesn't look pretty, but also I think the world's too much on this kumbaya love shit. I don't think that's going to heal anything.
I agree.
We'll need a war and a purging. What's it matter if a sorry-ass motherfuckers like you's not here anymore? As far as I can tell, the world would be a better place. There'd be one less loser fucking slanderer. And Cuts. If Cuts is out there talking to me about YouTube videos isn't hard work, I didn't get myself back up by making YouTube videos. Again, this happened to me back in 2014. I had to get on the grind and work day and night to get myself back into position because I was fucked after what happened to me November 15, 2014. And that was for going out and pounding pavement at Marysville Pilchuck and trying to get answers about the school shooting. Because a week later, my life was sabotaged. And I know it had, and I remember the laughing cops that came by. It was obvious what happened. So anyhow, Cuts, if that was a shot at me, here's what I got to say back to you, Cuts. I appreciate you, but you know what? There's jobs that pay better than working at the ski resort. So again, maybe change what you're doing and get yourself back on the right path. But I hope that wasn't some snarky comment at me about working hard. And you know what? What I do is hard fucking work. Research day and night.
Oh my God, get over yourself.
So I hope that wasn't some comment at me.
You know, whatever bad we all see, there's more good than there is bad. It's only like a 1% sliver, all this garbage like everybody's all wound up about. It's so bad. You can't really make that your whole thing though, you know. I'm gonna be up in my favorite place that I like to chill at, where I just get to chill and see everybody be happy and do good and work hard, and they get to come here and enjoy the efforts of their hard work, and you know, not sit in the house all day getting all wound up about hatred.
Yeah, I don't appreciate the like insane terroristic nature and like death threatening all kind of good people for no fucking reason that never did nothing to you, and you have a cushy ass life and you don't even have any like human decency. It's like insane. It's totally insane. Trying to like trigger weak people is like fucking really fucked up to be doing that constantly all fucking day long. But I don't consider it work to make posts and videos every day. That doesn't count as hard work in any way, shape, or form whatsoever, point blank period. I never seen one video of anything positive except, oh, cook a flower, or fucking cook a fucking vegetable right, or you didn't cook your vegetable right. That doesn't count as shit.
But wait, there's more.
I get tired of just listening to the morons and the critics. It's like the reason these people criticize what I do is because they are morons. They don't have enough IQ to appreciate it. They sit there and they hate. You know, I click on Allie's video last night. The video has one comment just to see what she's talking about. By the way, if you're out there, Allie, I mean, you got to stop. I always promote Allie, but then when I see her doing videos like last night, I'm like, oh my God, you're promoting like the guy who makes Gematria look the dumbest of the dumbest. But anyway, I clicked on her video to see what it was about, and it had one comment in there, and it was talking shit about me in sports picks. It's just like... Anybody who would ever say anything bad about my work and what I've proven is nothing short of a moron. Period. Again, it's not an exaggeration. It's 1,000,000% fact. Nobody has ever done anywhere near close to what I've done in proving how sports are rigged, calling futures, and helping people win at sports gambling. Period.
Ego.
Till next time, Truth Seeker.